Alright, this is how Rita's voice sounds like.
After 10,000 years, I'm free. It's time to conquer Earth.
And now watch me expertly voice act Rita, bro. Watch, this is gonna be spot on. Watch this. Well, that's how I look around that. And then this is how Zordon sounds like.
New sword.
Zords with unbelievable power.
Hello, Rita. How the times have changed once more, Zordon. Still kicking? So to speak, no guard dog this time, or is he not allowed inside? Like many Rangers, command cruiser is fascinating from the battle of strange mercenaries, whom I believe you met briefly. Ever scream much about the method, Sage Arthur? Yet which of us is holding the crystal, or holding anything? I don't know how doggy talks. I'm gonna guess. Bottom line. They're not on our side. You all know what to do. Oh, unannounced guest with a dog among. That's a surprise. Please hold, old friend. So recuperating. I've never known you to be so directly deceitful. That wasn't the command cruiser, I know. The world's blur is more and more. Must you add fuel to the fire? How little you suspect. With the crystal, the chaos I sow becomes more power I reach. There's that metaphor, or there's one about how after one making the bed, one must lie down upon it. Humans also talk about chicken counting before eggs hatch. Oh please, did Billy give you a book on idioms? It would seem fate took the pains to bring us together again. As the infinite worlds overlap, what's the experience like for you? Your command center is now mine, and the Rangers are in shambles. Darkon's power is rightfully back in my hands, so it's great. I think you may find everything is not quite so straightforward. Take her down. More visitors? I guess I am asking for it. Setting up satellite office here? I don't think that was my trinity either. It's becoming harder to tell. Such dispatch, and they're usually the old staff. How do you know I'm your Rita? I can tell, Rita. If your victory is complete, what will you do? Seek out Zed? He who exiled me, not officially, may I add, then fell filthy on his own. I'm in no hurry to reconnect. You should seek out my forgiveness. I don't care about fighting Zed. I'll serve in my kingdom. As the undisputed ruler here, as of now, a tour through these holdings is an order. You don't need to hurt anyone. Between your magic and Darkon's power, why not turn foes away or mesmerize them without using force? You're mistaking need and want. The crystal feeds on violence and it grows strong already. The more strength it attracts, more attention. No matter your might, you will never be free of your headaches. It's a vicious cycle. Perhaps, but I haven't grown bored of that cycle yet. And my brain is young. After some exams are made, everyone will get that message, starting here. Ooh, that was kinda cool. Only a little bit cool though. This is the exercise that keeps me so young, Zordon. Why you didn't keep fit, and look what happened to you. You don't tire of your pointless mockery? Of course not. That also keeps me young. I may be trapped out of time, but that also means I've seen things you wouldn't believe between timelines and dimensions. There's surely much we could both learn from one another. Imagine what we could accomplish if we both cooperated again. For the sake of good. There you go again. Forgetting the title Powering Humans used to describe me. What did it take to become the Sage of Avatar? Was it an eye exam? I don't expect you to rethink your ways soon. But I do have hope. Even your urge to rule must be posed continually, not to preside over chaos. Don't be so sure. And chaos to who? Do humans care about continually in the behavior of ants? What's the use? Being empress of a fraying multiverse. You must feel the cracks growing, sensing which place and time anyone is from will not get any easier. You might prepare yourself to fend off an attack. One seems imminent. You're an abomination. I'll stop you. I don't know how this went. I can see that. Who are they? As I said, surely after enough of these upstarts are tossed easily aside, the word will get out. We should think through the mathematical implications of infinite multiverse. You know, math with infinites wasn't part of the sorceress school. It's more a intuitive feel. It's not that many beings for good or ill might be attracted to you or the crystal. It's that unfathomably vast number of them will be. Infinite challengers eventually becomes infinite subjugated sources, tribute and toil. Your confidence is a marvel to behold, if only it was put to a noble purpose. These pests are starting to get to me. I should be unaccessible. Who should even dare? I have the power of Drakon, another me, and more! Precisely the issue. This Akudo is deeply disrupting the grid. The dam is still drowned by Drakon, it's still fresh, and coherence is degrading fog. Drakon is gone, and I don't want what he did. I'm not twisted enough to convert the morphing grid. His defeat didn't defuse the crisis. The flame he kindled was fanned by a succession of roaches from Zed and Scorpina. To the thieves you recently banished. Fine, whatever, but I still don't know what you're saying. Are you asking me, a witch who came from the moon, to be less conspicuous? Oh my god. You'll kneel That's not a good voice. Bruh. You'll kneel before Lord Drakon, or we'll make you. Too late from now. How many Stranger Ranger teams from unknown dimensions must you fend off before you admit your exhaustion? I should believe you and not see your babble for what it must be, the desperate gambits of a beaten sage out of time. I do not fear that I am beaten, Rita. I fear that we are very close to the odds of anyone actually winning, dropping to zero. That this must have already happened. I think you've always underestimated what I can do, and that was before now. But against infinite rangers, infinite would-be assassins, infinite aspiring villains, infinite cosmic flu. I don't have to listen. You're a boring radio hologram. I'd silence you if I didn't respect our rivalry. If you let things go on, you risk contact with more words where Lord Drakon rose up and began his campaign. Will you risk contact with other Ritas? That's the first attention-grabbing thing you said, Sage of Altar. I've insisted, but you had to start to feel it firsthand. The proliferations of anomalies throughout space-time can only perhaps you feel omnipotent, but the multiverse can take infinite chances to prove you wrong. You've made a terrible mistake. I am God. You kneel before me or be crushed. Well, speak of the devil. Rita and Lord Draco got the same voice. Not quite the real thing by my standard, but too close for comfort. Your point is grudgingly taken, maybe a little. We've already seen several versions of Tommy and Draco, and there will be more out there eventually than grains of sand in the desert. And won't they also each have their own version of Rita to keep the Oliver boy in check? Well, yes, except you don't always keep the Oliver boy in check. Did you forget that's why we're here? Food for thought, Zordon. I've had counsel of the Emissaries 3. If you scatter the energy all at once, the timeline should entwine, as if Drakon's carnage didn't occur mostly. I'm to just abandon this power and to divest myself of it. And to divest myself of it in a way that'll likely end me? I fear that. I fear that the way these are going, you'll whip up enough energy that it happens regardless of preference. You will pay for your treachery with your life! Sounds like Cooler after the Cooler voice. I might whip up enough energy just based on who showed up. Hello, dearest? You must end the struggle. If you don't have enough power already, you should almost be there. Use your magic to destroy the green chaos jet. Oh, I'm sure that'll go fantastically for me. What happens after this astronomical energy release definitely doesn't wipe us out. The crystal was a catalyst that riddled and conjured between timelines. Remove it and cosmetically intended outcomes should emerge. That doesn't include us? It's possible something horrible already happened to me in an intended outcome for our timeline. It must. I don't know why we're being presented. You might find it hardening that if you weren't supposed to be gone, you would simply vanish. You would notice nothing. Wow, Zordon. Yes, very hardening. At this rate, I'll never simply relax on the observation deck of my palace, spying on Earth's surface. You will have idle time. The more demons come undone, even if it will return us to our old stalemate. Can I at least package some sort of warning myself about the treachery Drakon and Zed are capable of? No. Like when we face Drakon, I wish there was some sort of alternative, but there isn't, Rita. We need you to save us all. Hello, Rita. Which one is me, though? Uh-oh. Rita. Are you? You? What difference does it make? Didn't you say you could tell? ... Anyway, a few rangers on a handful of planets was bad enough. Thinking of stadiums filled with do-gooders is almost too much to bear. But it's a prospect of rival Ritas, Drakons, and Zeds stretching to the horizon that I cannot handle. Fine, our goals align every few millennia. This should provide some kind of clues to the kind of company you keep. That's terrific. Great pearl of wisdom to reflect on while I weave the crystal shattering spell. Too bad I won't remember it, will I? Oh, Rita, you'll turn over a new leaf one day. This has been almost enjoyable. Good luck, and may the power protect. I won't even bother to roll my eyes since you won't remember that either. And it's really too bad you won't remember needing my help again. It has been done. I'm probably editing the shit out of this video. I messed up so many times. I was sick while recording this. It's like I messed up so many times, bro. You might even be able to hear that, cause I don't know how. Depending on how they sound, if you don't hear them, I might just make the best editor ever.